button for the UK scene yet. You can redeem the Watsy if you want. Yeah, okay, we're live on YouTube now. Cool. All right, here we go. That's really soft, isn't it? That was very soft. All right, you know what to do. All right, it's a kit run. It is a kit run. Occupation run. What a start. What a start. Oh no. Wait. Why is it all of a sudden? That was weird. This is florist. This is a florist. Oh my god, that's horrible stats. Whatever. We're running it for now. We're gonna be rusty anyway. I don't imagine getting that far anyway. We'll be very rusty. Shark is a lifeguard. Love the irony of that. Really bad speed. We need 18 neutral for it to actually be a really good one. So normally this is like not worth. First time I did something for fire. True. I would have cried if I got fire. I hate running chicken. But Benno, chicken's the best starter. It sweeps Flannery. And it's like, well, depends. The one in like literal one frame humanly possible that can do it. Not literally humanly possible, but it's like practically one frame, which is like 9 minutes into the game. Right? In theory, if you were to manipulate that, even if you were to allow manipulations for it, it's still a 1 in 60 frame window. So you're waiting for a long time. And because it's a long manip, there's just so many variables that can... And like, by the time you actually get to complete the manip, it's hard to sync it because it's so far between resets. Oh, no way. That's weird. That's the same one. That's like literally the same one. Oh, we can't run Boach. So if we're running Kip, we can't run Boach. Because like it's... The reason why you run Kip is that you don't want Boach, right? That's the biggest value add. It's basically you skip some of the fishing routing. Or one element of the fishing routing. Got a mad zit here and it's really annoying me. It's like huge. I may have got bitten by something. Who knows? Probably got bitten by something. I don't know what it is, man, but the defense in all of these Pokemon is not it, Chief. That's just not it. Well, it's one of the practically the only Pokemon that has an actual setup move that you can use. So it's more the best out of the fact that there's no other alternative, no? I mean, you don't actually have to use it. I'm just avoiding runs that are doomed before I hit Roxanne, and that's like 25 minutes, 30 minutes of the stream. Like each run. I'm just avoiding that in like a second. Yo, Katie, what's up, man? How are you? Good, man. Good, good, good. I've finished my argument with Photoshop. I literally... It was so strange. I don't know why. It's like... Worst one is wishy-washy? I wouldn't say it's the worst. It's not great. How are you, Arcadian? What's your plans for New Year's? No! I like to at least string these encounters together at the very least. It just feels more genuine that way. Minus defense is unfortunate. The one thing I do say that I do like is that death was good. Oh, how about, what are you doing for New Year's? Dude, there is no good fucking I'm not getting the stats already. EK is doing what EK does best, I guess. Magic Cup has better moves. Yeah, most people don't realize Magic Cup is really fast. Well, in EK it has bounce. Or no, flail. It bounce is an egg move. But it has flail. That's actually really useful. Once it evolves. But yeah, it's actually got like an insane amount of speed. I mean, it makes sense when you think about Gyarados being a fairly quick Pokemon. What are you doing for New Year's? Because in 12 hours, I go into the DeLorean and we go into a new year. So you'll be in the past while I'm in the future, you know? Dude. Time travel? Yeah. Oh my god, stop with the skitties, bro. Stop with the skitties. Stop with the skitties. Okay, it's a female one, so it's not getting attracted on nose pass, but it'll get attracted. Well, there's no bay leaf, so that's a mute point. Oh. Okay. That's a very awkward fucking sunken. Very awkward one. Alright. Fair enough. Dude. I don't even want to run that one. That's just a... Bro, why is every sunken I get absolute tragic? You know, I'm not gonna I'm gonna run that way like that. I'm not gonna sprint. I'm just gonna do normal running because honestly, I just seem to be getting the exact same ones. Let's get some different frames going. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just I'm not even getting good. Not minus per def. Not the minus per def, chat. Oh no. Bro, why are you negative defense again? I always one-shot that. Am I high rolling? Is that a high roll or is that actual us? But then I can't clickbait the thumbnail and say the run that took 2 years. The one run that spanned over 2 years. See? See, I get in. You're not thinking. You know, I was thinking about this. Although, I think I know the answer now. Given that, like, they wanted to talk and we'll be... one or two a year? Damn. I'm sorry. Yeah, see, yeah. You gotta be rational here, guys. Come on. Mareep, go away. You dropped me a tax question in the Discord. Dumb question. Division 293 tax doesn't apply to super guarantee contributions. I'm assuming it means super guarantee, right? Not super guarantee charge. Only additional. Why would... Yeah, so 293 applies to all contributions. Enough depressing thoughts. Time to fair enough, Hyper. Fair enough. So Div 293 applies when you hit the income threshold. So in reality, if you hit, yeah, it's all in contributions. Yeah. In practice, though, if you hit the threshold, no, it's all of it. So, well, yeah, so 293 is just an additional tax. So the way it's sort of explained is that if you're a high income earner, you don't your contributions go into the fund are at 30%, not 15. That's basically the rule. So I think, you know how there's a lot of conjecture. This is very boring for the non-tax people, but at the moment there's a new tax law 296. So at the moment, income, you put contributions into your fund, it's 15% taxed, and earnings 15% taxed. 293 is taxing contributions coming in on high income earners at 30% effectively. Div 296 tax is effectively doing the same thing for income amounts over 3 million or balances over 3 million. No, not tax people. Us tech or us classic. Harsh. Well, no, because Jono, because the problem with that though is people who are self-employed directors would deliberately pay themselves a higher wage if they really wanted money in super, because everyone's trying to find ways to funnel money into super because it's a tax. There's tax incentives to do so. Yeah, so the terminology is it's tax on all concessional contributions. So concessional contributions includes employer, member, the member ones that they claim deduction for. So all of them. I also think partially the reason for that is because it's hard to administer it otherwise. From the ATO's perspective. Because the ATO, my understanding is that the ATO doesn't actually get the data necessarily for an SMSF for self-employed if it's concessional, non-concessional from a member's perspective. So they actually have no way of differentiating. They haven't designed the tax return in a way that allows them to get that data. Because you put the members balance, you put the contributions, like member contributions or employee contributions. It doesn't specify if you claim the tax deduction for it. So the actual tax return doesn't give them enough data to distinguish between the two. Oh, Cyndaquil. Well, we actually caught it. I hate Cyndaquil, but we're gonna run it. Chat, what is Cyndaquil's profession? Yeah, but I would say a lot of it's just for simplicity in administration, not practicality. Is it a tax agent? God damn it. Well, no, guys, we threw. It should have been a liquidator. That's funny. Because its whole job is to burn everything to the ground. It's to burn businesses literally to the ground. That was a mistake. That was a throw, chat. That's a throw. Next run. I'm not getting it next run. Although Benno's law does exist, it gets fire tax deductions. It gets protective equipment. It gets protective equipment. It's got laundry maintenance. $150. He totally does 150 loads of washing just for work clothes. That's definitely. It's a running meme, guys. So So in Australia, you can claim laundry maintenance if you wear specific clothing that's like branded or protective clothing, like high vis and stuff like that. But the methodology, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know why they make this a rule. They should just not allow it because it's so inconsequential, right? So the rule is it's 50 cents for every load of washing, or it's $1 if you only put the work clothes in each load, and the maximum you can do is 150. Like, what person is doing 150 loads of washing dedicated exclusively to work? It's the stupidest fucking rule. I don't know why. That you'd have to literally put all your clothes in the wash 3 times every third day of the year, and that's not even every working day. Every third day of the year. Oh, and every second. Well, it's about second. Mostly, it's like 2 and a bit, right? It's so stupid. That's an unfortunate encounter. It's so stupid. This is a matchmaker. Oh, I saw this thing on TikTok, right? I hate it. I hate it when someone links me like on TikTok, like some accountant giving them like, oh, is this how this works? It's like a tax question, and like these guys like, oh yeah, I'm a CA, and they get it so wrong. It's so bad. I'm just like, no, I know you're trying to simplify it, but you're just wrong. Like it's. I was trying to find it. Didn't know you lied it. This is a vocalist. Because when the Gyarados evolves, it's like, oh, when the Magic evolves, it's like a shouting. I mean, that's okay. It's not great. The night I knew. But how are you, Wolfie and Jono? What's your guys' plans for the New Year's? I didn't even acknowledge you, Wolfie. I'm sorry. I'm so rude. Watch my stream? Oh, yeah, I probably will go live. I might do a New Year's stream. New Year's night, because I'm not doing anything. Watch my stream? What if I wasn't live? Did you ever think of that, John? No plans whatsoever? Time the sunstone the growl off, guys. So I for those on YouTube as well, that there's a bit of lore, like fair bit of lore in this channel from me playing this game. We had a backseater come into chat once and he was like, bro, and like mind you, I haven't even unlocked like 5 stones yet. There was no way for me to get 5 stones in a Nuzlocke setting. It's like, bro, why haven't you sunstoned the Growlithe? And I'm like, and I go, there are so many wrong things in that statement. Where do you want me to begin? Like, A, it doesn't evolve by sunstone. It's a fire stone. B, if this wasn't EK, the earliest I can get a firestone is like after Moss Deep City. I'm not even third badge at this point, mind you. And an EK, it's Fallible Town. Again, I haven't reached Fallible Town. Like, what world did you think that was good advice? Like, I threw chat. I have to reset the RAM. Sunflora didn't have growth. I had to delay to 13. Oh, I'm throwing. I'm getting distracted, chat. I haven't played EK. I'm so not used to playing EK. I'm so not used to playing this game. It felt weird. Like, my overlay feels weird and everything feels weird about this. Also, I don't like the way that's sitting. Maybe it's like this. Yeah, that's better. Bring in tax. Talk should distract you. Honestly, any talk will distract me. There's like an obscure... Actually, there is a funny thing about tax law in Australia. There's like a weird law. It never gets used because, like, why would you bring it up? But if you have a tax deduction, you actually are required to deduct it. It's against the law to not deduct the tax deduction. Why? I have no reason. I don't know what the point of it was. I would argue anyone that would like pursue that course of action would be malicious prosecution, but hey, it's a rule. I don't know why. With a tax of a passion? Well, guess what? Unfortunately, when you earn a lot of money and you're like, I have no sympathy for people like that. And I know that sounds harsh, but like, I'm like, no, if you're complaining after earning 250k or more, and that's what you have to earn to pay 293 tax, 250k, it's like, are you really complaining? Really? Like, the only problem with it is it doesn't come out of your normal, like, tax. So, the additional 4k can come out of it nowhere and surprise you. But, like, come on, man. I don't know. I just really hate that mentality. I hate people that have that attitude. Like, we want to do right by our clients and stuff, but, like... There are people that are barely earning, like, not even close to that. That means it's taken away. So, a lot of people work hard for the money and they don't even have the ability to barely pay their mortgage. Right? And they're complaining that they're lucky. Like, I don't know. Like, it's such a... It's just a... I just don't like the attitude of it, honestly. Like... Yeah, you've done well and whatnot, but like there are far worse people, like that are far worse off. Like, and they work sometimes even harder, But the reality is they're not running their own business and they don't know how to. There's like a gap there. There's a knowledge gap there, right? Oh wait, that's actually goated. I didn't even mean to run into that, but I'll take it. So I don't know. I just really had that attitude of people. Putting effort in the money. Everyone does though. So like I don't understand. Like everyone gets taxed. I don't understand that argument. I don't know. Not everyone. Okay. The people that we're dealing with would do. Because they put effort and don't earn money. And they have far substantially horrible quality of life. But there are so many hardworking people that don't. Gonna put and earn much more money. Yeah, I don't know. I just my big thing is like it's just the ungratefulness of it. Like it's like people feel like it's a right, it's a privilege to be able to have the luxuries of that kind of income. Like same amount of effort. They earn it. So if someone that came from a background where they had to go to public school, their parents could barely put food on the table, they weren't able to go to university education, they weren't able to run their own business or whatnot, they had to like work from 15 so they could help put food on the table and stuff for their parents. They work long hours in the trades on sites in 40-degree heat in Australia. Barely, don't earn nearly as much. Right? They work hard for their money, just as probably more harder than a lot of other people. Right? But because of unfortunate circumstances, that's where they are in life. That's the shit that I don't like. Like, it's just, I just hate greedy people. Hate the attitude. Like, if you met some of the people that I grew up with and where they came from, you would have a very different view of life. And it's not even a political thing at this point. Like, you can't earn by sacrifice, but we all know that's how the system. Like, I just don't understand what we're even having the conversation about now. I really don't. Of course, that's the case. But just because they work hard for it and they earned a lot from it doesn't mean they shouldn't pay it towards tax. So, and this is from my experience, a lot of the people that you're talking about, that dealing with, they are far more difficult to work with. And often they're actually way worse at money managing. It's actually really funny. It's actually hysterical. We had a client, we were trying to work out how much they needed to like retire. Plenty of money. And it's like, oh, was 300k enough to live on? And we're just looking at them like, it's plenty. Like I don't know. I just did a lot of trust fund babies. So maybe that's where I'm coming from with a lot of it. Alright, so love to see his matchmaker. Anyway, enough of this rant, weird rant. This is a far better than what I was cooking before. Although annoyingly, I got the marrow again. But yeah, that's where my gripe with it all goes. It's like, oh, they're gonna be difficult to talk to about it. Well, it's like, well, it's like the kind of client you want to work for. Like, if they don't spark you joy and they're always like complain. Oh my god, guys, that is a carp of all time. Holy, 31 speed carp is a fast as fuck, boy. Goated. Well, it's the same as people that complain about the $3 million of the super tax. It's like about how, you know, oh, well, you shouldn't be taxing unrealized gains and stuff. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. At the same time, you don't need $3 million to retire on as an income stream. Because this is a 296 tax. This is a new proposed tax. So they're taxing the earnings on funds, but with an extra 15% over 3 million. People complain about it. Oh wait, what did I? Oh my god, I'm throwing chat. I accidentally pressed the reset button. No, I'm so stupid. It's like, well, hang on a minute. The idea of having a super, like having a retirement fund, so super's our retirement fund, is that it's meant to fund your income that you need to live when you're not working anymore. But the reality is, if you got that kind of balance, you'll never erode it by the time you pass. So the purpose of the fund is no longer its existing purpose. It cannot be. So it probably shouldn't be in there. So the fact that they're only taxing it more rather than telling you to get rid of the entire balance over a certain amount, I'd be pretty happy with where it sits. Because legally, they could probably do that. I suspect they could do that. If they actually wanted to argue it, I reckon they would win it. So that's why a lot of the conjecture about 296 confuses me. About that. Like, oh, it's not right. Well, it's like, yeah, unrealized gains tax is a bit harsh, sure. I can agree with that to an extent, but we probably shouldn't be having these assets in the fund in the first place if they're substantially growing. Like, a lot of it is people complain about rental properties. Anyway, enough ranting about it. Enough ranting about it. That's a good sunflower, though. I gotta actually focus, because me going and rant about work stuff is just gonna be a long-winded conversation. No, super funds. That's, you know, the new proposed 296 tax. So what the tax is, I'll very briefly explain it for you, Jono. I'll go just chatting. So basically, 293 taxes your contributions, right? So the 296 element, what it's actually doing is it will go, you've got a balance, let's say it's 6 million, right? 6 million is an easy number. You've got a $6 million balance, you've earned 200K of income. Now, that includes unrealized movement because it's the way it's calculated mathematically, right? So say it's 200K was your income of a $6 million fund. We're going to go, okay, we're going to tax the percent. So 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 divided by 6 is 50%. So 50% of that earnings is going to get an additional tax called 296 tax, right? Now, that includes unrealized movement because what it's doing is it's comparing your previous balance to the previous period to this year minus contributions, which is getting captured in 293 anyway, right? Usually. So in practice, what's actually happening is that if you've got an upwards valuation of a property and it goes up 100,000, you could have quite a substantial overlay, like in income tax, in 296 tax. So people are complaining about that side, but the problem is a self-managed super fund. Its whole purpose, it's only got one purpose, and that's to fund adequately and comfortably your retirement. At $3 million per person, you will retire. You could live with that honestly for 35 to 40 years with the income, with the income that you invest in it, right? Or from it, right? So the argument that people are like, oh, you shouldn't be taxing unrealized gains. Yeah, that's correct. But you probably shouldn't have the asset in the first place if you're at that point. That's what the issue is. Like, it should really be in an investment trust. That's the problem. Anyway, that's sort of, dude, that's substantially grown since the day's gone. But that's sort of the train of thought. Hope I explained it. So everyone's also, oh, you can't do that, it's negative. Like it's you know, but that's the argument obviously everyone's making. Again, I would argue sole purpose test. It's hard to justify it. You have to justify why you need all that money, and if people say it's because of mortgage and stuff, that's not an excuse. That's an investment venture. So there is actually just no reason to need that money to live. The estimate for reasonableness per person. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. On income earned on over 3 mil. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. But the problem is people are worried that because some of the assets are like rural property is a big one, or like commercial property that they are operating from, which is they're allowed to do it in very specific circumstance. It means that they've got to do a forced disposal and stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, but yes, I know you've been able to, in theory, been able to do it, and there's nothing stopping you being able to do this previously. But in hindsight, you probably shouldn't have been able to do that. Like that's what I'm getting at. I think what it's trying to do is I think it's stopping people with SMSFs really using it to really get ahead of other people, like compared to other business owners that don't have that, for whatever reason, like that reserve there. Because what it's effectively doing is for people who are able to get extra properties, and I have to deal with lease agreements and stuff, and it saves them money, which is good from their individual perspective. But if you don't have that funds, and often those funds have been inherited or from other sources, right? Not necessarily put in, it can be a bit of a competitive disadvantage to people that don't have that ability. So it's quite a complicated matter, really. And I don't, and like the way it's been discussed in like a parliamentary setting has been so like it hasn't actually been, it's very two-dimensional. They haven't really gone to the mechanisms of what it would do from that perspective, from competitiveness. Because yeah, it's a problem with agriculture because a lot of people will have farmland in the super funds. I think you shouldn't have a farmland in your fund. I would argue that's a business in of itself, but almost business real property. But okay, I'd argue agricultural land is not a great investment. Usually, And if the land's wholesale purpose is for redevelopment, then you got a business venture. You can't do that in a super fund. So yeah, there's just like a lot of mechanisms that people always have these arguments, but like they just don't actually hold any water, really. Like I'm not trying to be like, no, everyone should pay lots of tax, rich should pay tax. Like that's not necessarily what I'm getting at, but you can pay 293 from super. Wait, you didn't know that? Oh wait, you didn't know that, Jono? Yeah, so 296 you can elect the same. Yeah, so 293 and 296, it's accessible to individual, and then they can request an authority from their super fund to pay for it. And if they request it, the fund is required by law to do it. So again, if you're a self-managed super fund, you need to make sure you got the adequate cash to pay that. If you don't, and you accept it, it's actually a trustee duty breach. Anyway, I don't want to keep going into it. Oh, okay. Yeah. So they can elect their super fund. So they're not actually necessarily paying cash. If they don't have the cash, then get the fund to do it. They're probably not going to like that. I would always say don't get the fund to pay for it, personally. I would try and get that fund to accumulate value. But, you know, if they prefer that method, so be it. By the way, guys, this is a really good start. These are all really good. That one's a bit shit. But that was really good. Okay, so we're in a good spot here. I just gotta stop being an idiot, and I'm just gonna save. Stop doing stupid stuff. The 296, yeah, it hasn't passed. It's currently in the second reading of the Senate. It did get pushed back, so it's actually third reading, I think. Anyway, all right. So back to Pokemon. So we've got a really good team here. This is like the core, and I say the core. Okay, so you got your starter, you got your Sunflora, you got your Shark, you got your Mag. Sunflora basically is the early game king. It has very strong defenses early game that once it says Sunflora, that's just unrivaled, quite frankly. That's quite bulky. You can set up groves. It is slow, obviously. It's a downfall. It is slow, but the good thing is it's bulky. You set up groves. You can mega drain, so you heal a lot of your points back, and you can do a lot of sweeps with it. Shark is a very potent Pokemon. It's quite niche, but the niche that it fills is like very crucial to the run. And Macargo is just, it's one of the few Pokemon that deals with other Pokemon in Roxanne's gym really well, which is the Leap. Leap is actually quite a hard Pokemon to find reliable answers. Look, it can lose. You can get Omni boosted on, and you can just straight lose. That is like a thing that is always a reality. Having said that, though, far better odds than what you would normally get. So, you know, it's a bit of a it's a bit of a mixed bag, really. All right, so we're here now. I really would like to see a Marill, a Zurill. So, we call this the Charm. This is like the Charm. We call this a Charmon. You either have the option of a Love Disc, or it's not an option. You either get a Love Disc or an Azurill, which obviously becomes an Azumarill. They both have Charm. Charm is actually a very important move, particularly for Brawly Split. We use Charm a lot in this run. In that split, like almost every fight in Brawly's gym, we have some form of Charm strat. I think every fight but like 2 has a Charm strat involved in it. And we use it for the Leap. We use it not for the Leap. We use it in the gym as well. We use it on the Shuckle. So we're going to name this Bouncer. I think that's an obvious one. It's a little... And it's huge power, chat. So huge power doubles the attack value. Well, okay. When it hits double, effectively. I'm pretty sure it's double. Or it might be 1.5. I can't remember. It's one of the two. Either way, big damage. Big damage. It's like actually significant. It could be the equivalent of stab. I can't remember the numbers. I haven't actually looked at it in a long time. I feel like it's double though. This is... Sorry. There's a lot of noise outside. Bad. So secret power... So it's 70 base. Obviously with huge power we're doing a lot of damage. So we just picked the heart scale. There's quite a limited amount of heart scales. And a lot of Pokemon have really good moves at level 1 that we actually will need to grab later. And you'll actually see that probably the most notable Pokemon we use a lot of heart scales on, well, it's 2 main ones, or it's actually 3. You've got Slowbro is one. You've got, we get that very late game, so we've hardly ever gotten it because we never get there because it's quite a hard game. So you won't see that one. The most common one you'll see is Tentacruel. So Tentacruel learns Muddy Water, and we get that before Maxi. Very useful. And also has Mirror Coat. Oh, Oddish is good. Oddish is good. All right, I want to quickly get this and go to the loo. Nice. All right, bring it back, guys. What occupation is Oddish, guys? If you guys can think of a nickname while I go to the loo, that'll be helpful. But yeah, think of a nickname, guys. Alright. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. That's so much better. Herbalist takes it? Alright. Does it fit, though? It does. I'm surprised nobody did dealer, but okay. We'll do herbalist. I thought there was a meme in the missed opportunity. Pretty good stats though. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. Alrighty. Get this going now. Get everybody sort of ready so I don't have to do it later. So the level cap is 16. We do dance with it a little bit here. Actually, I probably will go early Sunflora here. It's fine. I should have pre-slept there. That's actually the correct play. So we can pre-sleep because sleep travels between battles. So if you're going to wake up in a particular term, when you come back out, you will still. That was scary because Pursuit exists and I hate that move. We go. Oh, I don't mean to yawn. So I actually really like using Mudkip for this fight, and Oddish is really good here. Oddish has an AoE move, Acid. So this is a double battle. And so this double's a bit of a gimmick one. There's two Smeagol's. One of them, if focus punches, the other one tries to get your attention, basically. With follow me. So that's the strat that the AI uses. That should kill, right? Hopefully. Otherwise, we're steering this a little bit. Oh, fine. We're fine. He died to the bird on the switch, and that's so funny. All right, so shall we get a new encounter? This encounter is quite varied. So a very high rolly potential. That's a pretty good roll. That's probably one of my go-to favorites from here. Makes my routing a lot easier. So Makahita, we're gonna call this a wrestler. It's the big show. Well, in this case, mini show because it isn't evolved yet, but will be the big show. That'd be an interesting one. WWE wrestlers was a naming theme. Minus that nature's really bad. It's guts. I prefer thick fat, honestly, but it is what it is. We'll just bench it for now. All right, so Vitzel, go over Sun Attack. Oh, we go 16 on this. It seems aggressive, I know, but we do need to get mud shot. All right, let's go. Ooh, Ammonite. The only thing I will say about Ammonite, I find it way harder to catch. That was easy this case, but normally it's hard. Normally it's actually quite hard. I'm gonna say it's a priest. Shalom has no defenses and it's pretty slow. That's very unfortunate. It may be speed tied, but I doubt that it would even be speed tied now. 28. Oh, I can do the strat. That's pretty good. So this has boom. This has Giga Drain. So we rock tomb because it can yawn. We still didn't outspeed it there. Jeez, that's scary. Okay, I go into this. Just gonna do some Carmine spamming. Why is it Thunder Punching there? Going for Ice Punch. Which is what I expect. Reset. You gotta take a bit of risks in this run. Hi bye. Oh, someone want to re-roll the starter. We might re-roll it because that was a proper run. We'll go re-roll it. If anyone's lurking in chat, you can redeem. Oh wait, no, it's not there. It's not there. You can redeem the Nuzlocke slot for a chance to change main counter. Arcadian got a first of the chicken. Sorry, hi bye. It's the chicken run. He lost anyway. He lost anyway. No. Okay, you're 1-1. High buy's one. High buy's one lost. You know what, guys? I want to change the naming theme of this one. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Let me add a different rum up for a sec. I wanna let's do what one should we do, chat? What naming theme do we want to do? So we have the chance to swap it now. While I'm here. What would you guys like to see? I'm one for the people. And so it goes on and on, and when the morning comes, my ears are ringing. What do we want to say? What is the naming theme? We can do musicians, we could do brands, we could do dumb ways to die. What's a funny name? What's a good naming theme, guys? What do you think? Obvious features. That's a really funny one. Brands? When do brands? All right, so we're doing KFC then. That's the obvious one, right? All right, we got KFC. We could do non-brand safe guns. I'm not gonna know enough. I'm not gonna know enough for that one. You could stand under my umbrella. People that are watching on YouTube are like, why is he singing music? So I have on the Twitch stream there is music. Unfortunately, YouTube has copyright issues. Twitch technically does, but you won't see it in the VOD because I have a separate VOD track. So I have an audio track for stream live. I have one for Twitch live, Twitch VOD, and then I have a third one for YouTube. And it actually is very seamless. All right, guys, what is Sunkern as a brand? Is it like Sunblessed or something? Like the margarine or butter or something? What are you thinking, guys? Because when it's in summer sun. Flora? We can just do Flora. That works. Yeah, no, it's butter. 100%. That's a good one. Good one. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella. Jesus, why is it level 13? That's too damn high. Shark is... What shark as a brand? Fisherman's Friend won't fit. John West is one, but I don't think this is John West. I think John West is something else. Unless you want to do John West for this one. John West is not a bad option, though. To be fair. I&J? We could do I&J. We'll have to do it like this, though. Sassy's such a bad nature. Cross your mind. So this is the one instance where this is actually the play because we can just silent us. I mean, we got the goat. All the right moms. Slugma as a brand, guys. This is gonna be a hard one. I was thinking, what about Fanta? Because Fanta is a liquid substance. Slugma's like a liquid. When it evolves, it becomes solid, and it kind of reminds me. And like it comes all like goes all black on the top, right? Which kind of reminds me when you have you ever guys cooked? Did you ever guys do in science? You get a Bunsen burner and you burn, or you burn like you obviously like you get it to melting temperature of slushy. That's not a brand though. Yeah, Fanta. Have you ever guys done the Fanta experiment where you boil Fanta? It is so disgusting. Yeah, it's so gross. So like Macago is effectively it's burnt, right? The slime is like the burning part. That's what I'm picturing. Send you one over your faces. I gotta go. I don't know. This is a cool idea. This is cool. I like this idea. This is a fun theme. Oh my god, it landed Leaf Blade. That was horrifying. Jesus. Leaf Blade was toxic. Zuriel is... What brand is Zuriel, guys? On Hypebuye's original topic, like original suggestion, what about Slurpee? See, unlike Slushy, which is Slushy, you can get Slushies anywhere. Slurpee is a specific 7-Eleven branded drink. Ocean Spray? That might... Oh, it actually would fit. We could do that. It's either that or Slurpee. That's what I'm thinking. Like blue Slurpee. Bubblegum flavored. Go over Slurpee? Alright. I just really like bubblegum blue. It's a thick, fat one. We should have called it Benno. Water pulse over water gun for sure. So normally we delay evolution when we get huge power. The reason for that is secret power does more damage than ice punch ever will. And you get ice beam later anyway. But when you're thick fat, ice punch is more damage for the flying types than dragon. The one dragon that we do actually face. Spoiler alert for those that haven't watched this game. It's in the tunnel when we fight the grunt who steals Pico. What is Magicup's profession, guys? Chat. What's the difference between a tuner, a piano, and glue? Hoover? Let's do Hoover. I like that. What's the difference? You can't tune a fish, but you can tune a piano. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I thought I had him. I did not have him. So the other bit is like, I don't know what's the glue. What about the glue? It's like, that's what everyone gets stuck on. It's like a follow-up one. Jeez. Wait, what? Oh god. Give me a second. It froze. Dude, I'm having issues with it, chat. I'm gonna have to come back to this in a different stream. This emulator is giving me grief today. It just crashed on me. Oh wait. It just crashed on me, guys. Oh, that's so tilting. I've had so many issues with it today. Alright, I might end the YouTube stream because I can't easily swap games mid-stream with YouTube. But I might just play some TFT. I have no way of fixing it, that's the problem. Right now. I'm gonna have to do a lot of running around. It ceased up, so for guys wondering what happened, the game it ceased up, and the only way I could get out of it was to change to a separate load state. And even then, it wasn't moving when I changed load states. So we are going to end the YouTube stream. Sorry about that, guys. We will probably try and work out those technical difficulties, and we'll probably run it again. I might run a bit off stream just to get a bit more comfortable with it again, because it's been a long time since I played EK. And EK is a game where you need to be really comfortable to play it. It's been like so long since I've properly run EK. So I'm just loading up TFT.